Mommy, why are we here?
I had a one-night stand with a stranger. He left the ring and disappeared. I'm here to register for marriage. You'll have a new dad soon.
Mommy, the new dad seems to have another woman.
I need to register for marriage. It's quick.
Greg, don't get married. You're mine.
Stop it. Even if I'm married, I still love you. I have a marriage contract with her family. Otherwise, I won't marry her, a cleaner. All right, don't be mad.
Greg, I heard what you said.
Well, that's good. I can accept your son. However, I must have a lover.
Mr. Coffee, how come you disappeared as soon as you got back? The staff of Briscoe Group is waiting for you.
Before I find the truth about my mom's passing, I must conceal my identity as the president. Don't let my brother Reuben suspect me.
All right?
One more thing. I lost my mom's ring. After the car accident that year, I forgot where it was.
I'll do my best to find the ring.
Okay. So that's my nephew, Greg, whom I haven't seen for 5 years. What a coincidence.
Come on. You've slept with me. You can't be with another woman.
I do this just to get the company. Otherwise, I won't marry a woman who already has a kid.
You're so bad. You're an unfaithful man. You don't deserve to marry my mom.
Brat, you'll get a hit.
Don't worry, Greg. I swear. Even if I marry a beggar, I will not marry you.
Me?
Well, will you marry me?
How could you marry a beggar?
No way. Kira, you must abide by the agreement to marry into my family.
Keith, haven't you been abroad?
I asked him to return home. His nephew is getting married. As an uncle, how could he not be there?
Why did you become a beggar? It seems you had a hard time abroad.
So he is the second son of the coffee and Greg's uncle? Greg cheated on me before marrying me. I will not marry him. Since Keith is also a member of the coffee family, marrying him will also count as keeping the promise.
No way. If you marry your fiancé's uncle on the day of the registration, you'll humiliate me.
If marrying her can anger Reuben and his son, why not do it? And I'm willing to marry Ms. Dispense.
Keith, how dare you steal your nephew's fiancé?
I won't let it happen today.
Enough.
Grandpa.
If you can't be a faithful man, don't blame others for dumping you. Kira made the right decision.
Did you hear that? Move aside.
I'm going to have a new dad.
Greg, I have married your uncle. Now, you should call me Auntie, right?
Mom, so Greg is my cousin now?
You brat.
Greg, go ahead.
Auntie.
Good. My nephew.
Just you wait.
You brat. Be good to Kira. Once you're settled, come back home.
Now that we are already married, we should get to know each other well. I am currently a cleaner. How about you?
I just came back from abroad without a penny. I'm not taken seriously by my family. They won't care for me.
That's so pitiful. Well, from now on, you take care of Alfred. I will support you.
Did I go too far? I'm a billionaire CEO. How can I let her support me?
I have to rush to work. I'll leave him to you. Be good.
Hey. Where does your mom work?
Briscoe Group.
I didn't expect that she worked in my company. Do you miss your mom? I will take you to secretly watch her work. It's the perfect opportunity to find out what she is like. That's...
Mommy.
Why are you bullying her?
I left my bracelet in the restroom, but it is missing. She must have stolen it.
Do you have any evidence?
Evidence? Kira hurriedly took a leave, just to hide the stolen stuff.
Nonsense. My mom took a leave to register for marriage. My mom is not a thief.
It turns out she found a poor dad for you. But this is no excuse for you stealing the bracelet.
You must be mistaken. I've never seen her bracelet.
She saw you steal it. Stop arguing.
Either hand over the bracelet or get a pat down.
A thief and a beggar. You two are really a good match.
Ha ha ha. Security, pat her down.
Come to the hall right now.
Daddy is a superman.
What are you doing? Go get him. Otherwise, I'll tell your supervisor to fire you all.
Stop it. Do you know who he is? He is...
I'm Mrs. Spence's husband. I just upheld justice for my wife.
It's been only 1 hour since he came back, and he got married?
Clyde, this bitch Kira stole stuff. So I had the security kick them out.
She stole my bracelet, and her husband made a scene here.
Mr. Clyde, I didn't steal her bracelet.
My wife is not that kind of person. Clyde, you should know what to do.
They framed Mr. Coffee's wife. They're really bold. Apologize to Ms. Spence and this gentleman now.
Mr. Clyde, are you kidding? She's a thief. They should apologize to me.
Nonsense. You framed my mommy.
We can find the truth from the surveillance footage.
Well, just let Kira and her husband apologize. She's hidden the bracelet. She won't give it back.
Mr. Clyde, this is the surveillance footage outside the restroom.
It was you. You're the thief.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. Please forgive me. I just wanted to sell it for some money. Please, I'm begging you.
What about you?
I'm sorry.
One of you is a thief, and the other can't tell right from wrong. You're both fired. Get out.
Clyde.
Don't do this.
Please.
Don't fire me.
We dare not do that again.
Please forgive us.
Please. Spare me.
My wife has been wronged, yet you just fired 2 people.
I will promote Miss Spence to an intern. She won't have to do the cleaning.
Really?
Of course.
Thank you, Mr. Clyde. I'll tell my dad about this good news.
You don't have to. Don't mention it, Miss Spence. You should be grateful to your husband.
Kira, if you're determined to marry this beggar, you'll be kicked out.
You fool! It's our only chance to climb the social ladder, but you ruined it.
Dad, Greg cheated on me. I am your daughter. Why aren't you on my side?
You're just like your short-lived mom. What a jinx. Get out.
Get out.
Fine, I'll leave. I don't need a dad like you.
Humph.
Her circumstances are just like mine. Her mom passed away due to illness, and her dad doesn't love her.
It seems we have to rent an apartment.
Well, this one is good.
Hello, I would like to rent an apartment. Do you have any cheap recommendations?
How much rent can you afford?
Less than $1,000 a month, 2 bedrooms and 1 living room.
Ha 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 ha.
Has our store become a place anyone can just waltz in now?
Well, no suitable apartments here. With this little money, you can only afford to live in a slum.
No suitable apartments, huh?
What would you, a beggar, know? Didn't I say it clearly?
That no suitable apartments only proves your incompetence. I can find affordable houses.
What big talk. I know the market better than you.
Come with me. This is the cheapest and the most affordable house. Honey, how much money do you have? Let's buy it outright.
I have less than 100,000.
What a coincidence. This house is sold for 99,000.
Are you kidding? It's a villa. This villa belongs to a mysterious tycoon. It's worth over 100 million.
It's my house. I'll sell it as I like. It's affordable.
If you can buy this house for your price, I'll kneel to you. Otherwise, give me all your money.
Keith, don't be impulsive. If I lose all of my money, we'll have to sleep on the streets.
Honey, trust me. Call the property manager over.
Hello, manager. A beggar says this house is worth 99,000. Well,
what's going on? You're...
Mister, this house is sold for 99,000. Do you agree?
It's his house. Why did he ask me? He's poorly dressed. Is he up to something? Sure, I agree. The homeowner also hopes to sell this house to this lady for 99,000.
What?
Pay by card.
Yeah, my dad won. You kneel?
Hello? What? I'm fired.
Come in, please.
Wow. The owner's stuff and clothes are all here. Should we return them?
No need. The owner said all the things here would be gifted to the next owner. Take your time to get familiar here. I'm leaving.
Okay.
We have a home now.
We don't have to live with another family.
It seems Kira and Alfred had a tough life before. I will treat them well.
Keith, hurry and get your clothes changed.
Okay.
Turns out he has such a good figure. I am swooned.
My dad is so handsome.
What a coincidence. The clothes fit you well.
Yes, a coincidence. They are my clothes.
Your tie is crooked. Let me retie it for you.
Thanks.
They're married, but they don't look close. I should help them. My dad and mom kissed.
Alfred!
Kisses make the family.
It's getting late. I'm going to wash up.
How is one kiss enough? Mommy is so shy. I have to step in.
Why is there a power outage?
Daddy, Mommy is afraid of the dark. Hurry and protect Mommy.
Kira, are you okay?
I'm fine. I just got scared.
Hold my hand till I'll lead you out.
Keith's hand feels so familiar. It makes me feel secure.
Wait a moment. I stepped on something. This is... You dropped your necklace.
Oh, thank you. This necklace can help me find Alfred's biological dad. I can't lose it.
Come on.
Why is there a power outage?
I don't know. I'll go and check it. Have a rest early.
Okay.
My wife is so hot.
Wow, smells so good. Mommy will love it.
Where is your biological dad?
That bad man disappeared after a one-night stand.
Don't worry. I am different. I'm a responsible good man. Let's go.
Who are you here for?
Hello. We are Kira's family. We're here to give her the lunchbox.
The new intern, Kira, actually has someone sent lunch. You're not allowed to enter.
Why did you not let us in?
Briscoe Group provides top fine food. The lunchbox smells too bad and no, it's not allowed to bring in.
When did Briscoe Group have such a rule?
How could you possibly know? Get out of here.
Clara, what are you doing?
Kira, your husband is a poor guy. Your whole family looks lowly.
We're not as good as anybody else. Moreover, we haven't violated any company rules. Apologize to my family immediately.
You're just an intern. As a senior employee, why should I apologize? You wish? The lunchbox is gone. Let's see what you'll eat. Go scramble for the dog food.
How dare you touch my woman?
Wow, Daddy is awesome.
What are you doing? Don't just stand there. Go get him.
Let him go. I'll go to see the boss.
I didn't expect her to defend me. Fine, let's see the boss. Let me see what her boss is like. How can he let his staff behave so outrageously?
Keith?
No worries.
Go get him.
Move. Be quick.
Why are there so many people?
Pay attention to all of it. Got it? President?
President?
Let him go. I mean, what happened exactly? I need to report to the president. Clyde, I can handle this. Please don't report it.
The house salesperson turns out to be a chief assistant.
Mr. Clyde, Kira and her husband made a scene at the company. He almost dislocated my arm.
You insulted us first, and you hit me first.
Kira is a newcomer. Obviously, she and her man bullied Clara. Fire Kira immediately.
Okay. Does Mr. Clyde also think so?
Idiot. You're fired. And you too. Get lost with them. What? Why, Clyde?
I did nothing wrong. Why did you fire me?
You're a snobby bully. You spoke for her and failed to distinguish right from wrong. Both of them humiliated Briscoe Group.
Yes. Security guards. Throw the two of them out. Be quick.
Clyde.
I was wrong.
It's all my fault.
Kira is good at planning. Her internship is not necessary. Will the company make it up to her?
Yes, to apologize to her. Kira is promoted ahead of time. Is that okay?
Really? Thank you, Clyde.
Not at all. Thank your husband. I can tell he's a good man.
Well done. I'll give you a raise.
Thank you, Mr. Coffee.
Thank you for taking care of Alfred.
He is a good kid. Your ex is such a fool. How could he abandon you and Alfred?
I don't have an ex-husband. I just had a one-night stand with him, and he was gone when I woke up.
I can't believe this. He is so irresponsible. It's disgusting. If I find out who he is, I'll beat him up.
He actually cursed that man for me. By the way, that man left something for me.
What is it? I'm gonna take a call.
Forget it. I'll show it to him next time.
Hello.
Keith, you still hate me? You don't even call me Dad.
What's up?
You are already married. You should bring your wife back to meet the relatives. Tomorrow, bring Kira back.
Okay.
Long time no see. How's it going?
Yeah, right.
You flattered me. It's just a small company. You're welcome to come often.
Hey, look. This is Keith Coffey. He just returned home. How is he? Like a housewife.
Haha. No wonder his dad would rather give the company to an adopted son than to his own son.
Daddy, are they talking about you?
Yes. Do you also think Dad is a failure?
Daddy is so good at cooking. In my eyes, Daddy is a superman.
A man of the Coffey family actually became a stay-at-home dad. What a shame.
Kira married a good nanny.
He's my husband. You have no right to judge him?
My brother is quite good for nothing. He even needs his wife to stand up for him.
Nonsense. My dad is a superman. He's even better than the president of Briscoe Group.
Childlike innocence. A loser. Can't compare with the president of Briscoe Group.
Speaking of which, Briscoe Group is about to invest in my company. When it happens, I'll bring you into contact with Briscoe Group.
That's great. Greg currently needs projects. Thank you in advance.
What a pity. Someone gave up a rich life and married a man who's good for nothing.
Tell me about it.
What a stupid mistake. That woman must regret it.
Sorry, I don't care at all.
I bet. You still regret about your choice.
Think whatever you want. My husband and I are living happily now.
Really? No men want divorced women with no morals. Only someone like a beggar wants them.
Watch your mouth. Kira is a good woman. You can't compare with her.
Look, he's mad. It seems that someone hates being a beggar.
Tell me about it. Coffee Group is prospering. Yet he can't benefit from it? He must be very angry.
You're Keith's older brother. How could you watch them insult him?
He's indeed that kind of person. What's the big deal?
Honey, let's go home. It's disgusting to eat with these snobs.
Asco Group, right? 3 seconds later, Briscoe Group will terminate the cooperation with your company.
You're boasting. How could you know what they will do? That's ridiculous.
I was afraid someone wouldn't believe it, so I brought the contract. When I signed this contract, even your dad will show me respect.
He's doomed. He has offended a big shot.
3.
It's a done deal. Why is he so arrogant?
2.
He's just boasting.
1.
Isn't this Clyde from Briscoe Group?
Clyde, what brings you here? Are you here to sign a contract with me?
I'm here to cancel the cooperation with you. Oh, also, Asco Group has been acquired by Briscoe Group. You're broke.
What? This is impossible.
You can check your phone right now.
What? My money.
He fainted. Call an ambulance. Go check on him. Is he okay?
Clyde, please wait. I'm Reuben Coffey of Coffee Group. I'd like to get to know you.
Sorry. The president doesn't allow me to make contacts with small companies.
What's Keith's story? Does he know the president of Briscoe Group?
Keith, how did you know Briscoe Group would terminate the contract?
I just made a guess, like I didn't see this coming. Maybe that person is too bad, and Briscoe Group knows about it.
It makes sense. Alfred, you heard that, right? You must grow up to be a kind person.
What happened? You brat, come with me. You have been back for quite a while. What's your plan now?
Dad, so 5 years later you suddenly remembered me?
You still blame me. I was just angry at the time.
You don't need to worry about me.
You are my biological son. Shouldn't I worry about you?
Since you have a conscience, why do you ignore my mom's cause of passing?
The coroner said your mum passed away due to illness. What else do you want me to do?
I've said it so many times. My mom's passing was due to unnatural causes when you just don't believe me.
When your mum was critically ill, you were fooling around with women in a bar. How could you blame me? Is that reasonable? Which one of us doesn't care about your mom?
I lost some memories. Even if it happened, I was set up by someone.
You're still impenitent today. You even said you lost some memories.
You never trusted me. Kira, if you divorce, I can forgive you and marry you.
Marrying you could bring glory to my ancestors. I remember. You don't have a throne to inherit.
Kira, Keith is a poor man. I'm better than him.
I'll remind you once more. You should call me Aunt. My good nephew.
Kira, don't be ungrateful. I'm telling you, you will regret it.
You're so furious. I think you're regretting it.
Guess what? Keith was fooling around when his mom passed away. You don't know him at all.
Do I understand you then? You hurt my son. How can I marry you?
But this kid is just a burden. He's a nuisance. I'm trying to lighten your burden.
Greg, you're so shameless. I can't believe you say that. You are a terrible person.
Keith isn't much better than me. If you divorce, I'll give you another chance.
Keith is much better than you. As for the thing you mentioned, Keith was set up.
My dad isn't that kind of person.
Unexpectedly, the last ones to believe me turn out to be two outsiders. You have poor judgment. I'm telling you, you'll suffer.
A violent maniac like you doesn't deserve to have my mom. My dad is much better than you.
You little brat, how dare you? Let's go home.
All right.
Keith, you just wait.
Mr. Coffee, a manager from a branch office, will report to you tonight at the Ansoft Club.
Got it. Honey, I left something behind. I'll head back to the old house.
Be quick about it.
Okay.
Mr. Coffee, your custom-made suit is in the back seat of the car.
Okay, let's go.
Yes.
Hello, Mr. Garza. What can I do for you?
Kira, tonight you and I will go to the Ansoft Club to report to the president of Briscoe Group. The president is in room 302.
Mr. Garza, it's already very late. I need to take care of the child. Well, can a male colleague go instead?
It's your pleasure to be invited. If you don't come, you'll be fired.
Keith just left. It's not safe for Alfred to be at home alone. I'll take Alfred with you. Go. Alfred, I've booked a room for you. Stay there and don't run around. I'm going to discuss work in room 302. I'll pick you up in a bit, okay?
It's not safe for a girl to be alone at night. I need to protect Mommy. Mommy walked so fast I can't find her.
Who are you? It's a fancy club. How did a wild child sneak in?
I'm not a wild child. I came in with my mommy.
This fancy club only serves billionaires. Who is your mommy?
I'm not my mommy. She's here to discuss work. She's right here.
I think she's an escort, the one who drinks with the rich.
Don't speak ill of my mommy.
Ouch. You brat. I'll throw you out.
Let go. My daddy is a Superman. He won't let you off.
Bring it on. I guess you're just a fatherless child.
Don't insult my dad. My daddy's a Superman. He's very good at fighting.
Alfred.
Daddy, come to Ansoft Club to save me. I was bullied by a bad man.
Luckily, I am at this club. I have to find Alfred.
Where's the president?
Weren't you acting tough? You called your dad for help? I'm sure you're lying.
Stop it.
Daddy, he bullied me. Beat him up.
So you're his dad? Don't think he can help. Even if your whole family comes, I can kick you all out.
Okay. You kick out my whole family?
See, my daddy is a Superman.
Don't get smug. You just wait. Anyone here? Help.
What's going on?
Manager, he's making a scene. Can you get the security to kick them out?
You fool. You should get lost.
What do you mean?
Don't you know? You've offended the boss. No matter what you do, you can't make it right.
I made a mistake. I'm begging you. Please forgive me. Please.
You fire him.
Did you hear that? You're fired. Pack your things and get out.
Daddy, why could you fire him?
I'm a Superman, so everyone does what I say.
I want to be a Superman like you.
Alfred, why are you here? Where is your mommy?
Mommy is working overtime. Daddy, go find Mommy. There is a disgusting game.
You look after him. I'm looking for someone.
Mr. Garza.
You're dressed like this?
Is there a problem?
Before the president arrives, go get changed.
Mr. Garza, I'm here for work, not to sell my body.
If you want a promotion, you must please your boss. This is also part of your job.
I refuse. Sorry, Mr. Garza. I'm going back home.
Kira, don't be ungrateful. Don't think you're permanent now and everything is fine. Many job seekers want to join the company. I can fire you easily.
I need this job to support Keith and Alfred. I can't be fired. Fine. I'll go get changed.
Good.
Where is she? No, I need to check the surveillance.
Hey, President, you finally come? Please take a seat.
After the work report, I'll go look for Kira. Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's start.
No rush. Have a drink.
Wait, I have things to do. No drinks. Let's start now.
I see. You're a successful businessman. I know you must be busy, but wait a second. I've prepared a big surprise for you.
What is it?
She is getting changed. You'll know later.
I have other things to do. I don't have time to wait here with you. You report to me another day.
Wait a moment. Hold on. It will be quick. My employee and I prepared a surprise for you. What took her so long? Here she is.
The surprise turns out to be my wife?
President, this is the prettiest woman in the branch office. She's Kira Spence.
Of course, my wife is the most beautiful.
President, why are you wearing a mask?
My identity is quite special. Ordinary employee cannot see my true face.
Rich people act weird. I understand. You have a large business. You should be cautious and can't expose privacy. Kira, take your seat.
Strange. Why does he look familiar?
Didn't you hear what he said just now? Stop staring at him. Alas, if he didn't wear a mask, would you wish to look at his face closely?
Sorry.
How dare he be so rude to my wife? You'll pay for this later.
Go and pour wine for him.
I'll do it myself.
You keep staring at him, so he got angry. Tonight, you keep him company as an apology.
Mr. Garza, I am a married woman. How could you let me stay with another man?
This is president of Briscoe Group with a fortune of billions. Many women dream of such a man.
What does that have to do with me? I have a husband.
So Misty Spence is already married. You're so faithful to your husband. What kind of person is your husband?
Husband is a good man. He's good at cooking and patient with the kid. He's very thoughtful. I think that in the world, there is no better man than him.
Surprisingly, she thinks highly of me.
President, you know what? Kira's husband is dependent on her. Kira supports him. He's simply a beggar.
You're quite familiar with her family situation?
I've heard about it. Compared to you, Kira's husband is nothing.
Stop it. My husband is not that kind of man.
Stop arguing. Everyone in the company knows that you married a poor guy.
Enough.
Kira, look what you've done. Bringing up husband has angered the president. Apologize to him immediately.
Mr. Garza, you should apologize.
Huh? What do you mean?
You actually used a female employee to please your boss. Briscoe Group doesn't allow anyone to threaten employees to do dirty things, and you are fired.
Please don't.
Get out immediately. Otherwise, I'll make sure you can't survive.
Thank you.
Don't mention it. I hired a terrible employee. It was my failure of duty.
He's a reasonable man. President, I have to go find my son. I'm leaving.
See you.
Daddy, why are you wearing a mask?
Daddy? Alfred, you got the wrong person. This is my boss, not your dad.
Yes, he is.
This is your child? He's so cute.
Yes.
Sorry, without your permission, I'm holding him.
It's okay. You like children, right?
Yes.
To my surprise, he likes children so much.
Daddy, what are you and Mommy talking about? Mommy, why did she call you president?
Daddy and Mommy are playing a game. You must not tell her. Otherwise, it will break the rules.
Got it! This is the fun between Daddy and Mommy.
You're so smart.
Keith talked to Alfred like that. What are you two talking about?
This is between me and Dad. It's between me and President.
I didn't expect you to be so patient with a kid. You'll be a good dad in the future.
Kira is praising me again. Thank you.
Alfred, it's getting late. Say goodbye to him. We're leaving.
Goodbye.
What's up,
I got the latest news. Greg will bid for the Briscoe Group's project.
Really, Effie?
Yeah, the coffee group is well prepared. They're determined to secure the deal.
Do they think they can get a share of the benefit?
Although Coffee Group isn't comparable to Briscoe Group, it's one of the top enterprises.
But I don't like Coffee Group. I won't let him succeed in bidding.
Mr. Coffee, will we corner Coffee Group this time?
Of course. When I was little, Reuben gave me a hard time to get the company. Reuben and his son have wronged me many times.
Reuben is an adopted son. Your dad surely hopes you can inherit the business.
My dad is impartial, but Reuben won't think so. Instead of waiting for him to make a move, it's better to take the initiative. Tell them to reject Coffee Group's tender.
Yes.
Daddy, were you bullied?
I'm a Superman. How could I possibly be bullied?
But I heard you were mistreated by Reuben.
What?
Nothing. Alfred is talking about the news. I'm a Superman. I can defeat others. No one can bully me. Why the long face?
The company will bid for a project. I'm not satisfied with my bid proposals.
Kira is working on it. Let me see where the problem is. I can help her win the project.
You know how to write bid proposals?
Yeah, it's easy.
You must be bragging.
Let's make a bet. If I can write it, you'll give me a kiss.
What if you can't?
Well, I'll give you a kiss.
So, either way, it's not good for me. You're trying to take advantage of me. Okay, let's bet. Anyway, he can't write it. How did you finish? Such a perfect tender.
Well, I learned it while studying abroad. I founded Briscoe Group, so, of course, I know how to write.
I knew Dad was the best.
The Coffee family has no foresight. How could they drive a business prodigy out of the house?
I know. In this world, only you and Alfred care about me. However, isn't it time to pay your bet?
Kisses. Daddy and Mommy kiss.
I'm a good loser. It's just a kiss. No big deal.
Daddy and Mommy are kissing.
It's all right. No entry for unrelated personnel.
All right, don't be nervous. Relax.
Okay.
I'll wait for your good news. Kira, you're here for the bidding?
You can be here? Why can't I be? Besides, I'm from the branch of Briscoe Group.
With your ability, can you compete with Coffee Group? I'm telling you. You loser won't win the bid. Kira will be the winner. I'm a loser, Keith. Are you kidding me? You're the loser who was abandoned abroad.
Show your uncle respect. Greg, how could you treat him like that?
He doesn't deserve to be my uncle. Grandpa is not here. I won't bow to a loser who has no power or influence.
Greg, the bidding hasn't even started. What are you smug about?
Don't you know about Coffee Group's strength? Fine. You can bid. Kira, I'll make you lose miserably. Who knows? Greg, let's wait and see, okay?
Honey, don't worry. I'll win the bid.
Kira works so hard for me. Thank you. Go inside.
Guys, please take your seats. The bidding is about to begin.
There are outstanding figures, but in the world of business, you can't compete with them.
We'll see who wins in the end. Greg. Anyway, mind your own business.
Everyone's bid documents have been handed over to the judges. Now, welcome the bidder Greg Coffee to speak.
Hello, everyone. I'm Greg Coffee, the general manager of Coffee Group. Here's my tender.
The president has instructed to deal with Coffee Group. This tender has no highlights, and the price is outrageously high. It's terrible.
This is Coffee Group's tender. Watch your tone.
I don't care what it is. Briscoe Group has the final say. Your tender is a failure. Next, please.
My tender has been rejected. I'll see how you embarrass yourself.
Everyone, please look. This is my tender.
It's been many years since I've seen such a good tender.
Her tender is much better than other bidders.
I guess this year's winning bidder will undoubtedly be Ms. Spence.
I can't let her succeed. That woman is full of lies. Her tender is not good.
What do you mean?
I guess you didn't win the bid, so you're jealous of her.
That's ridiculous. How could I possibly be jealous of a woman who hasn't even been to college?
I didn't see this coming.
What? She's never been to college?
I actually lost to an uneducated woman. There's some foul play going on?
Someone. Check her educational background for me.
Judge, I just retrieved her information. Kira dropped out in her freshman year.
Well, in her freshman year?
She hasn't even finished college. What can she do? I request to revoke her tender.
Revoke it. Revoke it.
You can't deny my ability just because of my education. I stayed up late to finish the tender. You can see the quality of my tender.
Since you've worked so hard, why did you drop out in the first place? Were you asked to leave school because of your horrible grades?
I dropped out back then because I got pregnant, not because of my ability.
Kira got pregnant before getting married. She had such a messy personal life. It's hard to believe. She will work honestly.
I've seen many women like her. Anyway, I can't believe I lost to a woman who hasn't finished school.
This is the bidding meeting, not an examination. We judge the tender, not the educational background.
What if Kira cheated on her tender?
Could her tender be plagiarized?
Nonsense. I wrote this tender myself.
You must be responsible for your words without solid evidence. Do not speak recklessly.
The prices in Kira's tender are exactly the same as Briscoe Group. She must have gotten information from the staff in advance.
I knew it. She indeed cheated.
Beautiful women always play tricks. She must have hooked up with an insider.
I set prices through budgeting. Don't slander me.
Mrs. Spence has a point. This matter needs investigation.
No need. Her private life is terrible. She must have used a man to write the tender for her.
Only Keith read my tender, but he has nothing to do with Briscoe Group. Only my husband once read my tender, but he is just a house husband. He has nothing to do with it.
You're even using your husband. Anyway, you're a liar.
Judge, if you don't annul her result, I have every reason to believe you have an affair with Kira.
I act right.
Annul her result.
Annul it, annul it.
You just can't face the fact that you lost to a woman without a degree. An insider. Private life? You're making excuses to make me look bad.
They're bullying my wife. Clyde, think of a solution.
Okay.
Kira touched your sore spot, right? Your cheat was exposed, so you're furious. Well,
I'll say it again. I did not cheat. I wrote this tender, word by word, myself.
Look, do they believe your words? You didn't even have a college degree. You got pregnant before marriage and have a kid to take care of. How can you have the energy to study the bid?
You're attacking me here. Yet you can't win the project of Briscoe Group either. I will not back down because of your doubts.
All right, don't pretend to be tough. You're a plagiarist. Who do you think you are to bid with us?
Get out, get out, get out, get out.
If one person kicks you out, he might be wrong. If a group of people kicks you out, shouldn't you reflect on yourself?
Stop arguing. President has arrived.
My goodness, this is the president who runs global wealth. He actually came to today's meeting.
It's a pleasure to see him. I didn't come for nothing.
Why is he wearing a mask again?
President, I didn't expect you to actually come. Perfect timing. Kira cheated on the tender. I hope you can forbid her from competing and make it fair.
That's right. I hope you'll make it fair.
They're lying. I did not cheat.
In front of the president, you're still lying. You will regret it later. How do you know she cheated?
Why does his voice sound like my husband's?
She didn't even finish college. She couldn't write such a good tender. Moreover, the data in her tender is the same as Briscoe Group.
President, my tender has nothing to do with my personal life.
So, you're accusing her of cheating for some far-fetched reasons? President, they're not far-fetched reasons. And this is solid evidence, but it's just a few numbers. Anyone who pays attention to Briscoe Group could figure it out. As for the educational background, remember, you're competing with your tender, not your degree. But no buts. You suspect her of cheating, yet you have no evidence. To be fair, continue the competition. I want to see who is more capable. President, how will we compete? I'll pose the question. Participants, write the tender on the spot. The winner is decided through a vote. But it's a tender. It takes at least 3 months to get it done. I'll give you half an hour. You decide whether to compete or not.
Half an hour? How is it possible? I give up?
Nobody can do it. I also give up.
What about you, Mrs. Spence?
I am in. I must let them know that I wrote the tender.
Still so stubborn. Let me see what you can do later.
If you can't do it, don't laugh at others. Don't use your own abilities to measure others.
I can't do it. I dare you to say it again. Since you have the nerve, then save it for the competition. All right. Kira, I'll defeat you.
Contestants, take your places. The competition officially begins.
I can't let Kira win. If she wins again, my dad will give me a hard time. I'm going to drink water. Watch out.
Why does his embrace feel so familiar?
Mrs. Spence, are you all right?
Stop your wild thoughts, Kira. You are a married woman. I'm fine, thank you.
Mrs. Spence, you're shameless. Trying to seduce the president. You're so incorrigible and...
Open your eyes and take a look, all right? You almost splashed me just now. The president helped me.
He doesn't know yet. You're already married, right? Are you trying to land a rich man to support you and your husband?
You?
Mr. Coffee, apologize when you make a mistake. After spilling coffee, don't throw mud. Sure. Since you say so, I will have to apologize. Mrs. Spence, I am really sorry. My hand was unsteady. The coffee spilled. It startled you.
Greg, you did it on purpose.
It's just a cup of coffee. It didn't cause you any real harm. You're pretty petty. Oh no.
Thank you. My computer.
What's going on?
It was good just now. It must be because of this coffee. Greg, it's your fault.
So what? Computer doesn't work? You should quit?
I just finished the tender. I cannot quit.
Then fix the computer. I guess you can't do it. It seems I must be the winner.
Greg, is this the way the coffee group does things? You're competing with unfair means.
Think whatever you want. However, President, judges, look at my tender. Do you think I'm blind? President, what are you doing? What are you doing? I value fairness. You intentionally damaged Kira's computer. You have to compensate with one hand. Humph. I'm from the coffee group. You are from Briscoe Group, but you can't act lawlessly. Either accept punishment or let Kira win. Make your choice. I must win the project. Kira's computer is destroyed. I just need to endure it. All right. How dare you treat her like this? You spilled it with your hand. Well, hurt my wife. To disable you is too good for you. You bully the weak and insult women. You deserve it. It's fair and just. For a woman, do you have to go so far?
The president always stands up for me. He can't make things big because of me. President, no need to deal with him. I accept the failure. Thank you for helping me.
You tried to finish it to prove yourself. How can you give up so easily?
But the computer doesn't work. It must be broken.
It seems Coffee Group is the winner. I don't think so. The computer isn't damaged.
Really?
I can fix it. It's done.
My tender is still there. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Please look at the screen.
It was a misunderstanding just now. Ms. Spence's tender is indeed good.
Sure, it simply outshines the rest.
I announce the successful bidder is Kira Spence.
What can you do? You're so useless.
Dad, I didn't expect that the president of Briscoe Group would help Kira. If he hadn't fixed her computer, I would have won the bid.
You're so stupid. You actually play tricks in front of the president. No wonder you lost. Hey, President, I am Greg's dad. Greg made a mistake. If he offended you, please forgive him.
Reuben, guess what? The man you're bowing to is your younger brother you've always looked down upon. What a shock. A man makes a mistake, but his dad apologizes. Your son is a total loser.
Yes, he is a loser. Greg, apologize right now.
Dad, I got hit.
The president has his reasons to hit you. Today, you made a mistake.
Your son is so foolish. He can't manage the business well. I think you better have another son. You're
right. Your shoes are dirty. I will clean them. President, see you. I hope to work with you.
Reuben is rarely humiliated. I'll tell Keith about this. Why?
Oh no.
Am I hearing this right? Why is his ringtone the same as Keith's? He doesn't answer it. I'll tell him in person.
She almost found it out.
I didn't expect the president to just completely ignore him. Reuben took a tumble.
Greg and Reuben are snobbish in nature. They can't change.
You know what? The president was so cool.
How so?
Today, when they said I cheated on the tender, he stood up for justice for me. He fixed my computer and restored my tender. Otherwise, I couldn't have won. In my eyes, he's a hero.
I didn't expect. Kira would think highly of me. Do you have a crush on the president?
A man like him is attractive. He's simply a dream lover for young girls.
I knew it. I'm just a house husband. Sooner or later, you'll dump me.
Keith has done so much for the home. How can I break his heart? What makes you say that? You'll always be my husband.
Can I?
I've said it. We're married. I'll be responsible for you. Answer it.
Hello.
Mr. Coffee, I got the news about the past.
Honey, I'm going to get changed. I have some things to do.
All right.
Mr. Coffee, I got the news about the past.
Speak?
Given the treatment records, I found Mrs. Coffee had an injection before she passed away.
I have long suspected that my mom's passing was due to unnatural causes.
That's right. Mrs. Coffee could have been saved. She was injected with other medication, so she fell seriously ill and passed away.
Who did it?
It was your brother, Reuben.
I've long suspected him, but I failed to find evidence.
Actually, back then, you were drugged. Greg and Reuben were behind it. The purpose was to frame Mrs. Coffee, anger your father, and make you lose your inheritance rights.
Fortunately, I've already returned. I'll take back everything that belongs to me.
However, I haven't found the ring.
The ring should be in the hands of the woman that night. Have you found out who she was?
Not yet. I'm working on it.
As quickly as possible. I need to take back what belongs to my mother.
Yes. Should we call the police to arrest Greg and Reuben?
That's too good for them. I'll make them lose Coffee Group and avenge my mom.
Mr. Coffee, what should we do next?
Clyde, are you here for socializing?
Not exactly. The president gave me a job. I'm here to scout for new partners.
Now that Clyde is here, it's not a small project. I must seize this opportunity to please my dad. Clyde, what kind of project is it? Can Coffee Group join it?
Well, I'll be frank with you. It's a new project with a return rate as high as 500%.
500%?
That's right. It will be a key project for the next few years.
Clyde, please, let Coffee Group join it.
Coffee Group is well known. I'm happy to work with it.
Clyde, so I will take it as yes?
Just wait for my news.
See you. With the strength of Coffee Group, Briscoe Group will work with it. Kira, you refuse to marry me. I must watch you regret it.
Keith. Greg, what are you doing here?
Kira, I'll make a fortune. Ha ha ha. I've worked with Briscoe Group. I'm about to succeed. If you divorce, it won't be too late. I may consider taking you as my mistress being.
Are you crazy? Don't make a scene here.
How arrogant you are. I'll do it right now.
Ah.
How dare you touch my woman? You deserve it, Ree.
Mommy, are you okay?
I'm fine.
How dare you hit me? Do you know who my dad is? Do you know who I am? I'll show you right now who I am. Honey, bloody scene. Don't let the kids see this. You are incorrigible. How dare you harass my wife with your behavior? Coffee Group will be ruined in your hands sooner or later. Keith, you actually hit me. I'm your nephew after all. But you never called me uncle. If you harass my family again, I'll hit you every time I see you.
Will Keith be in trouble?
Mommy, don't worry. Daddy is a Superman. He will defeat that bad guy.
No, I have to take a look. Honey, you are awesome.
Daddy, you are so amazing.
However, what should we do next? He can't stay here.
Throw him in the trash can. Garbage belongs in the trash can.
Good idea.
Daddy, Mommy, let me help you. Daddy, Mommy, let's go home.
It's too smelly.
It's smelly.
Why is he sleeping in a pile of garbage?
Oh my goodness. Does he have a mental problem?
He might have escaped from a mental hospital.
Take a photo. Post it on social media.
Stop it. Get lost. No, get out.
Let's go.
Greg, although you didn't marry Kira, in my eyes, you are my real son-in-law. I have a party tonight. I would like to invite you. Are you available?
Keith dares to hit me. I must humiliate him at the family party. He will be more miserable than I am now. Yes, Mr. Spence. I will be there on time.
Cheers! I'll leave this project
Tastes
to you.
good.
Thank you.
Is that Kira's good-for-nothing husband? Such a loser. As a man, he stays at home and takes care of the child.
Didn't I ask you to come back alone? Why did they come with you?
Dad, Keith is my husband. Alfred is my child. How could I possibly leave them at home and come alone?
All right, we have guests. I won't argue with you. Come and say hello.
Greg?
Well, Mr. Coffee came to this party for you. You should thank them.
Dad, I'm already married. I have a husband. Why did you invite Greg?
Kira, it's our pleasure to have Mr. Coffee.
Exactly. If you hadn't foolishly married a poor man, we would have been in-laws with the Coffee family.
Keith is my lawful husband. Do not insult him. If you like Greg, you marry him yourself.
Ah, you ungrateful girl. How could you talk to me like that? Your mum passed away early. I'm doing this for your own good. Your husband is a failure. He has no money or power. He is nothing in the Coffee family. He can't compare with Greg at all. Greg is good-looking with a promising future.
I've never forgotten about Kira. To my surprise, you think so well of me.
Oh. So you think the same way? I think you divorce Keith as soon as possible. You and Mr. Coffee should stay together.
Did you hear that, Kira? Offer a toast to Mr. Coffee. It's your chance to make it right.
Yes.
Mr. Coffee.
No way.
I bought this clay teapot at the auction house. It's worth 100 million. It's a gift for you, Mr. Spence.
Oh my, 100 billion. Good heavens, Mr. Coffee is so wealthy. Kira, what are you doing?
You must have a drink with Mr. Coffee. Drink it.
No way. What are you doing? Get away. I won't do it.
Let go.
You kept man. You have no say in my house.
You get out of here with Alfred. What an eyesore.
I didn't expect that a clay teapot could win your favor. What a coincidence. The gift I brought this time is also a clay teapot.
They are the same. What's going on here?
One of them is fake.
My clay teapot was made by the Pot King, Mr. Warren. Keith, you actually gave a fake teapot to Mr. Spence. Are you kidding?
You are just a beggar. You can't afford a clay teapot. I reckon your clay teapot is just a fake.
It's a family party. You actually fooled us with a fake teapot. It's so annoying. Get out of here.
Mine is real. His is the fake one.
How ridiculous. Mr. Coffee can afford anything. He doesn't need to fool people with a fake.
He must be afraid that Kira would dump him, so he brought a fake. He didn't expect that Mr. Coffee had the real one.
A bunch of fools who can't recognize good stuff.
Hey you brought a fake teapot and insulted others. You get out of here.
Get out!
My dad's teapot is the real one. My dad never lies.
Hey, you little brat! Shut your mouth up!
How dare you bully my family? Let Mr. Warren come and tell you which one is real.
Are you kidding? You are really whimsical.
First you fool us with a fake pot, and now drag Mr. Warren into this.
Kira, your husband must be insane. Who doesn't know Mr. Warren only serves the world's nabobs?
Mr. Warren signed a contract with Briscoe Group 2 years ago. Now he only works for the president of Briscoe Group. I can invite him here.
You?
Ha. If you can get him here, I'll kneel and apologize to you. You'd better remember what you said. No backing out later. If you failed, immediately divorce Kira.
Stop it. Keith, don't do anything reckless. There's no way we can invite Mr. Warren here.
Don't worry, I've got my methods. This is between men. Don't meddle in it. Kira, you'd better back home, pack your things, and come with me. You should now think about how to kneel and apologize later. Ha. Get Mr. Warren to the Spence's house within 1 minute. 1 minute? He cannot make it even by taking a rocket.
There are 30 seconds left. I wonder how you embarrass yourself.
20, 19, 18.
Keith, will Mr. Warren really come?
Yes, he will.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh my god, he's really here.
What?
It's really Mr. Warren.
Oh my god, Mr. Warren is here.
Ha, Mr. Warren. What brings you here?
Someone invited me, so I came.
Ha. Could it really be Keith? Who invited him? Who is he?
Mr. Warren, please compare these two teapots and examine them to see which one is real.
The craftsmanship seems identical, with no difference.
I spent thousands to buy a replica. Of course you can't see the difference.
However, when the teapot I made is filled with water, a plum blossom pattern will appear on the bottom. This was designed to prevent someone from copying my work.
Bring some water. Today, I'm going to make Keith notorious, so he won't dare to step into the Spence's house again. Come
Please. What happened?
Oh yeah, Daddy won!
Where is Greg? You thought I'd kneel and apologize? Dream on.
Mr. Warren, are you sure this is the teapot you made?
I cannot recognize the teapot I made myself. However, thus, this teapot was collected by Mr. Coffee. Why did it appear here?
Keith, what's going on? Why do you have a teapot worth over 100 million? Keith, what's going on? Why do you have a teapot worth 100 million?
Honey, don't be mad. I'll explain everything once back home.
Dad, if you keep this teapot, then you can't force me to divorce Keith again.
He must have got that teapot by luck. Getting millions isn't a bad deal. Fine, I won't interfere with it.
Keith, tell me the truth.
Honey, to be honest, that teapot is fake.
Fake?
Exactly. I bought it from a street vendor for $20.
And you dared to call Mr. Warren here? Aren't you afraid of being exposed?
All of Mr. Warren's authentic teapots have been bought by Mr. Coffee. Very few make it to auction. And even if they did, Greg wouldn't spend $100 million to buy it back. So it's more likely that both teapots are fake.
Then why did Mr. Warren show up?
Mr. Warren has been fighting counterfeits. If anyone uses his name to pass off a fake as his work, he'll go to great lengths to protect his reputation.
I see. Mr. Warren values originality so much, but mistook a street vendor's teapot for his own work. Won't he feel kind of humiliated?
It doesn't matter. As long as he believes it's real, he won't feel insulted. I'm going to destroy Keith. If it weren't for him, I wouldn't have been humiliated at the Spence's banquet.
That's all he got. As long as the coffee group remains us, he won't be able to win.
Dad, we have to make the coffee group bigger and stronger. When the time comes, we'll definitely make that loser get furious.
You're right. Tomorrow, we'll visit Clyde and strive to secure the project in collaboration with Briscoe Group. Clyde, here is for you.
To be honest, Mr. Coffee, if it weren't for this generous gift, this contract wouldn't be in your hands.
I understand. There are plenty of people trying to get on your good side. Thank you, Clyde, for giving us a chance.
It seems a sincerely investing. In that case, I fulfilled my responsibility to Mr. Coffee.
Clyde, by the way, when can we see the returns?
As soon as the contract is in effect and the funds are in place, you'll start seeing profits immediately.
Based on this agreement, the more we invest, the more we earn.
That's how it works in theory. After all, companies cooperating with Briscoe Group all make a steady profit without loss.
I've heard the same. That's why I trust Briscoe Group so much. I've decided to increase the investment by 50% beyond the original plan to help Coffee Group grow even faster.
Dad, we'll use company funds for this.
Don't fear that. Aiming to success, don't sweat the small.
Great. Mr. Coffee, you've got guts. Don't worry. I'll make sure you guys make a profit. No risks.
Pleasure work well together.
Pleasure work well together.
Clyde, don't bother walking me out.
Take care. Mr. Coffee. Mr. Coffee. Mr. Coffee, you are quite capable. You cast a sky-wide trap without spending a single penny.
And the fish have trapped into it. It's time to reel in the catch.
Why have you called us to hold a board meeting? What happened?
Someone reported you've embezzled, causing the cash flow to collapse and halting all projects.
Mr. Coffee, this is not just your personal money, it's Coffee Group's money. Every shareholder is involved.
If you can cover the hole today, we won't hold it against you. Otherwise, we'll meet in court.
Oh? Do you have any proof? My father and I are very busy.
Proof? This is the proof.
Dad, someone wrote a whistleblower letter.
Now that it's been discovered, I'll come clean. The money was spent on the project, working with Briscoe Group. Once the profits roll in, everyone will get their share.
You invested such a large amount. Can we really make profits?
When it comes to Briscoe Group, there's no such thing as a losing deal.
To be safe, get someone to verify it for you.
Greg, call Clyde.
Dad, Clyde isn't answering the phone.
The call isn't going through.
That's suspicious. A loss of $10 billion could make our company go under.
Call Kira. She also works at Briscoe Group. She must know it.
Hello, Kira. This is Greg. Don't get off the call yet. Do you know that? Briscoe Group and Coffee Group have a project over 500% return.
Greg, have you lost your mind? Briscoe Group has never had that project. Why did he ask about this? Could it be something went wrong with Coffee Group? I need to go check.
Reuben, if you don't explain today, I'll make you and your father crawl out of here.
Dad.
Grandpa, you've arrived.
Old Mr. Coffee, you can't just cover for him because he's your son.
He must have transferred the money abroad, knowing that Keith is back. He fears to lose the inheritance rights and plans to take the money and run.
My father's not that pathetic. This money has all been invested in a project with Briscoe Group.
In the face of your grandpa, don't tell a lie. You've made plenty of calls, but Briscoe Group didn't even respond.
Reuben, you've embezzled public funds and caused shareholders to suffer losses. You're immediately suspended. Keith will take over as the president.
Dad, Keith has always been partying. He has no ability to manage the company.
Yes, Grandpa, we cannot just let Keith ruin Coffee Group.
That makes sense. I think the position of president should be given to someone else.
Greg is also trained by myself. Let Greg temporarily manage the company.
Right. My uncle doesn't have the experience. I'll take care of it. Who says I don't have experience?
President.
This. Clyde, you called Keith president?
That's right. He's been running Briscoe Group all along, controlling the economic lifeline of the Eastern Hemisphere.
You are the president of Briscoe Group? Oh, so you're the one pulling the strings, instructing Clyde to deceive us, right? Keith, you're despicable.
If you hadn't been so greedy, how could you have been tricked?
Reuben, return the money. Coffee Group will soon be ruined in your hands.
Who let you offend Keith? The struggle between you two brothers has affected us now.
If I were in charge of Coffee Group, I'd cancel the contract with Briscoe Group and make sure the money goes back to the shareholders.
Keith, are you serious?
Of course.
Coffee controls the entire region. Taking over Coffee Group should be easy. Then we'll need to trouble you, Mr. Coffee.
No, Dad. Since Keith controls Briscoe Group, why do you have to cut me off and give him Coffee Group?
Yes, indeed. That is unfair to me and my dad. Fair? When you destroyed my mom, did you ever think about fairness, Ma?
What?
My mother's illness wasn't fatal at all. It was Reuben who injected her with illegal drugs, which caused her passing. Here's the transaction record from his account where he bought the drugs.
So, my wife didn't pass away due to illness. It was murdered by this adopted son of mine.
Dad, that's not the case. Keith is just making up lies to take Coffee Group for himself at all costs.
We can know whether it's slander once we check the hospital's treatment records.
Although the records on the computer were deleted by you, thankfully the nurse kept a handwritten one. Old Mr. Coffee. You'll see for yourself.
Ungrateful wretch.
I treated you like my own.
This is how you repay me, huh? Fire them. I don't want to see either ever again.
Grandpa, I am innocent. This whole thing can't be without Greg's involvement. Law enforcement is waiting. Check them together. No, Grandpa, please listen to me. I am innocent. I didn't have anything to do with this. Wait, what are you doing? Hey, don't.
Hey, no.
Mr. Coffee is truly impartial and magnanimous. Our Coffee Group is saved.
Having such a capable person to manage the Coffee Group is truly an honor.
The president of Briscoe Group, huh?
It's over. The president's cover is blown.
Oh, kid, when it comes to lying to your wife, you've got a lot of explaining to do. Good luck with that.
Honey, why are you here?
If I didn't come, how would I witness this masterpiece? Keith, you've hidden it quite well. You even deceived me.
Honey, I can explain.
I don't want to hear it.
Honey, please, I didn't mean to deceive you, honey. Honey, I did. It was out of necessity. I was framed by someone 5 years ago. My mother passed away unexpectedly. To uncover the truth, I had to live under the radar.
And why stop now?
Well, because you found out.
Right. If I hadn't discovered it, you would still be acting poor, right? I'm the fool here, feeling sorry for you every single day, while working hard to support you.
I'm sorry. I'll hand over all my income. Then you'll never have to suffer again, okay?
Is it about the money? My little home clearly can't handle a big shot like you. You find somewhere else to stay.
I won't leave. Wherever you are is where I'll stay.
The act of pretending to be poor, does anyone else know it?
Clyde knows.
He knew everything, but I didn't know it all. Why don't you just marry him instead?
Honey. Honey.
Daddy, did you make Mommy mad?
Oh. Yes.
You can give Mommy lots of gifts. Girls love receiving gifts. In this way, you'll make her happy again.
My boy, thanks for helping me out. Tonight I'll sleep with you.
Excuse me, is Kira Spence here? Zuck Spence?
That's me. What's going on?
Oh my god, this is a collector's edition. There are only 2 in the world, and one of them belongs to a queen.
Wait, isn't this the necklace I saw in the news? A 10-carat raw diamond masterpiece that sold for 20 billion.
And this supercar, the design. There's only one in the entire world.
Ms. Oak Spence, these were customized by your husband for you. His apology gift.
Kira is too lucky. Her husband spoils her too much.
I don't want any of this. Return it.
What?
Well,
Some people are drowning in luxury, while the rest of us are struggling. Can you give it to me?
Madam, please don't make this harder on us working folk. Please sign for it, okay?
All right.
Wow.
Honey, I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
You think this is enough to make me forgive you? Keith, you underestimate me.
I stayed up all night to help Mr. Coffee prepare these gifts. How can she just throw them away? I can never afford any of them. She doesn't want them, but I want. Ah, Mrs. Coffee.
Clyde, long time no see.
Hello, Mrs. Coffee. Mrs. Coffee, I'm just a lowly assistant with no money or power. Please don't fire me.
How would I dare? I'm just an outsider, and you are the true insider.
No, I'm nobody important. But, Mrs. Coffee, what exactly are you upset about?
I am his wife. I just hope us to be honest with each other.
He didn't want you to get hurt. You gave him a warm home, and he doesn't want any of the darkness in his life to taint your happiness together.
He really thinks like that?
Absolutely. He is a fearsome figure in the business. Everyone stays far away from him, but after being with you, he has become gentle. Mrs. Coffee, you shouldn't doubt his love for you. Actually, about the house, the bidding, and your reputation, it was all Mr. Coffee who was helping you.
Yes, indeed. He showed up at just the right moment. I need to go home.
No problem. Your paycheck is secure. Oh, Mrs. Coffee, what about these gifts?
They're yours now.
Thank you, Mrs. Coffee. Well, this home really can't do without me.
Looks like I'll have to use the poor me card and act pitiful to get Kira to forgive me.
What's wrong with you?
I just wanted to cook something for you, but I'm so useless. I'm sorry.
You're the mighty president of Briscoe. It's normal you don't know how to cook. Was it you who asked Clyde to sell this house to me for $99,000?
You figured it out?
And my promotion to director was your doing too, right?
I did help you with the house, but the promotion was won by yourself.
Anyway, thank you for protecting me in your quiet way.
So, are you still mad at me?
Depends on how you behave.
Then let me show you right now.
Wait, your hand is bleeding.
It's fine. It doesn't hurt. So, you're not mad at me now?
You guess.
Daddy, Mommy, are you making a baby sister for me? Mommy, save me.
Huh? That sounds like Alfred. Alfred, is that you?
Mommy, save me.
Alfred, don't be afraid. Mommy's coming to save you. Alfred. Alfred.
Mommy, I'm fine.
It's good that you're okay. Alfred, don't be scared. I'm here.
Kira, instead of worrying about this kid, you should be worrying about yourself.
Greg, you are committing a crime.
Yes, we are.
If you are angry, come at me. Why hurt Alfred?
Since we're committing a crime, of course we'll make sure the whole family is in on it.
I didn't think you'd be so gullible. Just a few recordings could make you walk right into the trap.
I'm telling you, stop this now. If Keith finds out, he won't let you off.
I got you here, right because of him.
Doesn't Keith, that bastard, love you very much? Then I'll take away the thing he treasures most and make him live in eternal pain.
Stop it! Let Alfred go. Put an end to me instead.
Mommy, no!
Alfred, you have to live on.
Cut the drama. Greg, do it.
Wait, I'll give you all the money. To you. I'll take the fall for you. As long as you let Alfred go, I'll do anything for you.
It seems this little bastard is very important to you. Back then, because of a single word from him, you remarried Keith.
Keith cherishes them so much. If only one of them perishes, his pain will be halved. I can't allow that.
He's just a child, and he's not even Keith's biological child. Alfred is innocent.
Who cares? As long as Keith likes him, he must meet his end.
I beg you, you can put an end to me. Don't harm Alfred. Please, for the sake of a mother, let him go.
Mothers like you disgust me the most, since you're so eager to meet you end first. I'll grant your wish.
You bad people! My dad will soon come to save us and send all of you to prison.
At this time, your dad should be on the plane. You think he'll come to save you? Dream on.
Stop.
Don't come any closer. Take one more step, and I'll put an end to her.
All right, I won't move. Don't get agitated.
Daddy, save me.
Kira, why do you have this ring?
This was left behind that night by Alfred's biological father.
It was you?
You mean?
That's right. I am the man who fathered Alfred with you. This ring was left to me by my mother.
So, Daddy, is that scumbag?
They said you were on a plane. I thought you wouldn't make it back in time.
I did have a flight on business, Mutt. But luckily, Clyde noticed you two were missing. I tracked the city's surveillance cameras to find you.
Who allowed you to chit-chatting here? I'm holding hostages here.
Reuben, I've prepared a helicopter and a few crates of cash for you. Let go of Kira and Alfred. You and Greg can go abroad together to live the life you want. Dad, maybe we...
Shut up. Didn't you hear that? This little bastard is his own real son. If we destroy them, Keith will then live in great pain.
Don't move!
Keith, it's unfair to me.
That's not a reason to make mistakes. Reuben, you've lost.
You should owe your success to being born into a wealthy family. Without the coffee group's support, you are nothing. This is unfair.
The Briscoe Group was built by my own effort. Yet you insist on enjoying everything the family offers. Don't blame your failure on others.
What do you know? I grew up in an orphanage. As an adopted son, I have to work hard every day. Without you, All the love of the Coffee family should have been mine.
So you never considered me as your brother.
It was you who took away everything that should have been mine. Because of you, everything changed. My father's love was no longer just for me. And your mother was always wary of me.
She gave you food and clothes. Where did she wrong you?
With her around, your father would never let me inherit the family business. I just want to eliminate everyone who gets in my way of taking over the coffee group.
You brought all these on yourself.
It is a pity that the car accident didn't put an end to you.
Watch out, Mr. Coffee.
Dad. When I was a kid, I truly treated you as my older brother. It's your psychological warp that led to today's situation. Don't blame anyone else.
Mr. Coffee, how to deal with these two?
Send them to prison and let them rot there for life. Keith. No. Keith, I know I was wrong. Please, my dad is old. He can't survive in prison. I know your dad is old. Just go there with him.
Keith, I hope you to suffer.
Keith, I am not wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. Birds of a feather flock together. No one could possibly stay unscathed around you. Whether you did it or not, Dave, that's for the justice to decide.
Take them all away.
Go.
Honey, Alfred, sorry for letting you suffer this.
Thank goodness you got here, before anything happened to Alfred.
I knew Daddy was a superhero. You'd definitely come save us.
I cannot believe that. The person I've been searching turned out to be my wife.
After I woke up the next day, you had already left. Since you left me the ring, why didn't you come to find me?
I was framed by Reuben. On my way abroad, I was in a car accident and lost memory. I forgot about you.
So that's what happened. I never imagined either. My husband from our flash marriage was the same jerk from that night.
I also didn't know that you are actually my biological father.
From now on, we will never be apart again.
Right, together, forever.
Daddy, Mommy, let's go back home.